Well, guys, here we are again on Minecraft. I know maybe it sounds silly, but I like to be on peaceful mode a decent amount of time because I like to enjoy myself and take the time to create whatever it is I'm trying to make instead of dealing with like creepers and such like that bugging me. Why am I over here? I don't even remember being over here. Interesting. Oh yeah, I remember now. But basically, you know, everybody has their own creativity. You know, they come up with for their own worlds and stuff like that. And me, I prefer personally, you know, I like to be able to have my creativity without any interference. So I mean, it's just, you know, personal preference, I suppose. I do play on adventure mode and stuff, like if there's like, you know, like on easy mode or whatever, just like if I feel like I really want to explore and get out there and there's other things I feel like I want to do at the time, I'll do it and stuff like that. Like I do like to take and go out there and attack. Whoa, Caden. I like to go out there and attack other people, you know, like other monsters and stuff like that. Like I like to take on creepers and the zombies. It's fun to do, but I don't like to do it always by myself. You know, sometimes doing stuff by yourself kind of gets a little boring. You know, I don't like to take and go to the nether by myself. Just kind of like, you know, going to the nether by myself can kind of get a little bit boring on its own. But I mean, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go over, once I collect a few of these, I'm going to go over and I'm going to take and show you guys what my castle looks like right now. I have a lot of things that I still want to do to it. Obviously, I'm not anywhere near close to what I want to be done yet. I'm not nowhere near done. But I have, for the most part, I have a general good idea of what I want to do with it, and so duck. So basically, I kind of have myself set up in a good way. There's certain things I like to do that kind of makes houses individual. By the way, this house that I'm looking at right now is the one my sister has created herself. But I see that she's left her doors open, so I better close those so that she doesn't. You know, I've never actually really went in here, so I might actually come in here and take a look for myself. Nice little design there. And there's a ladder. I kind of wouldn't have guessed that the ladder was right there, but it's kind of nice. It's simple. It's a little, you know, girly, you know, but it's my sister. That's her design. You know, just way too tiny for me. I try and go really big. I like to go on mountain tops, honestly, and connect them. The idea or the scheme that I'm going with mine for the moment is, well, not for the moment, but generally what I like to do in terms of creativity wise is, you know, people like to make their underground ones or the ones that are just like on plain regular ground themselves and build them up, stuff to that matter. I like to take the kind of a different approach to where more or less I almost make it to where my home is kind of. I like the idea of thinking to myself that I can make my house almost invisible. I don't want to make it invisible, but I like to put it on peaks so I can look over top like a castle would do. But I also want to like blend it in with the surroundings so as it's not so easy to find. I mean, I want to be able to have like those beacons. I did create those beacons. I don't know if you guys can see those up there. Those two little beams. I have plans to make the beams, to make a couple more beams, or whatever along. See, the way the way I want to do it, is I have. Sorry, guys. I have these mountaintops, and they semi connect, and I want to connect them all into basically a giant castle with rooms and and stuff like that, and floors and separate entrances and such to get in. I already, as of right now, I only have 2 entrances to be able to get in. I mean, I'm sure there's other ways to get up there, but I mean, the general idea is I only want to make it very few entrances, because I don't want it to, like, you know how sometimes you have friends play, and your friends will play, and there'll be those kind of friends that like want to get in your stuff, and then, which I don't mind people getting in my stuff, but it's those certain kinds of people that like, they get into your stuff and they take it and they either don't put it back where it goes, or they take all of it and then you don't have any, and I don't like that. I spend all my time collecting materials for like my friend to come out of nowhere that I have added on here, just to come out and be like, hey, here, I'm gonna take all your stuff and now it's mine. Like, I don't like people that do that. It's like, you have your own world and I'm not gonna come do that to you at all. Why would you do that to me? So I just, you know, and plus I usually try and duplicate the items so that I can make enough, have enough items, not just for myself, but for other people that do come in and play. Because I know how frustrating it can be to like play the game and then like you don't have enough materials. By the way, this waterfall that I just have right here so happened to be in from one of my entrances. It used to not be there. But I'm actually gonna try and apply the waterfall to stay there, and I'm gonna make the entrance to this a little bit differently. See, I have another entrance away that comes out through this way or whatever, from the other side of this mountain. And like I said, there's probably other ways to get up there, but anyways, like also for some of you guys, I don't know if you know, when you make and you decide you want to go with a scheme, or like you want to make you just new to the game in general, there in the game you can generate a it's called a block generator basically, but when you start to create a new world, and the way when you create a new world, see how I have all these mountains pretty much within range where they can connect. I really like that kind of idea, because I want to be able to connect them basically to make a castle like this. Wow, I didn't put glass there. I need to. I want to be able to make, you know, them connect, but, you know, kind of be hidden, because I'm going to try and probably put, like, trees or branches or something, like, right here to block it off and make it not so noticeable at the same time. What's up, buddy? There you go. But what I was saying is the world generator is you can get blocks set up a certain way. There's a certain way that I like mine generated. Basically, if you like a way like you type in a name of what you want to for your block generator, like however you want it to be, and the way the blocks fall is different each time you put it in. And what I'm trying to do is the one I always choose like the same one, because the one I have is have right now currently is the one I really like, so that I'll use it over and over again, and if I create a new world, because it always gives me the same layout where like the mountains connect like this in a certain way, to where I can go back and just like and make my buildings on top of it. And I just really like that about the layout, so that's what I usually try and strive for or go to. But I mean, there's different ways you can do it. I mean, different people have their own preferences on what they like, and I try to, you know, keep mine in a general specific way, because I just prefer the layout that I have right now. But here, I'll get into showing you what I put in. By the way, if you guys want to know the layout, for when the reason mine lays out like with all the mountains laying out the way they do, the one I use is dark wood. So if you put in DARK wood with I think I put the words together and it generates like this every time, and then I'll from there I'll take and start building up like I have. And So basically what I'm showing you right now is what the beginning, or what pretty much a majority of my castle looks like right now. This is the layout I've went with so far. I haven't gotten too in depth with it because I want to build the roof, but I'm slowly working on building the roof. But here's a general layout. I put all my chests here, and I usually try and mark each individual treasure chest with different signs, so that I know what it is that I've got in each box. I try and designate it so that it makes it easier for me to find stuff, so that I'm not always running back like, where's this, where's that, where's this, where's that. So then I do kind of like a little water effect right here, and then I usually like dip holes like this, so then it gives you like a waterfall effect, as you can see right in here. Actually, here I'll give you a better view than that, guys. I'll go in here you go, buddy. But oops. I made the glass and stained it a color to match this. So here's the beacons, and here's like basically kind of like a waterfall, fountainish area. What I did is basically what I did, and then I took and made. Hold on, I'm actually gonna go see if I can find if I have more of that glass to fill in those spots, because it's bugging me. Oh, it's green. I don't want green. I want yellow. No, it was green. That's right, it was green that I put out there. Green and this. But hold on, guys, I'm sorry. But here, basically, what I do is you know, everybody has their own preference of what they do on how they want to do things. My preference personally was this one. I chose this kind of layout. I kind of like the idea of like a hidden mystical castle up in the mountains that you can't hardly see, and that you have to go searching for, that has treasures and great views and awesome like things to look at and enjoy, and generally that's the idea I try and approach for. So see what I've done with the glass is I've stained it to match the rooms, the room I've made. It took me a while to make the fountain area, because water can sometimes be not complicated to deal with, but it can be a pain in the butt to continuously try and fill a room, especially of this mass that I tried to do. I'm also going to make like a secret room basically to the to being in here. There's going to be a secret room that I make additionally. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to dig underneath this a hole somewhere in this room, and that hole is going to take and allow me to blah, blah. And there we go. But I'm basically gonna take and add somewhere. I'm gonna dip a hole somewhere, and that hole is gonna go underground. I don't want all these, silly man. Go put these away. Go put them away. I'm gonna dig that hole. I'm gonna dig a hole, and the hole is gonna pretty much take me to a room that I'm going to place all my treasures in, and it's kind of be like I usually like to make it like a maze, or like a kind of like a puzzles, a bunch of puzzles, and you have to find your way to get there. And since I make it, I'll know the way to get there. And I mean, yeah, it can be a pain in the butt to get to all this stuff, but I enjoy doing it more than I don't doing it. And I usually do it after I'll keep a majority of materials there, like certain things that I don't want other people to take from me, like blocks of diamond or gold, or taking a bunch of like things that are harder for me to collect. I'll probably put in there, and then things that I probably go to often to grab, like tools and such, I'll probably leave out, or food I may leave out, stuff like that, so that I can grab it quickly, and it'll probably stay up here in like that room that I've made over here. But I mean, right now I know it is not much to look at. It's not really that interesting, honestly, but I take and try and do what I can. This game is so time consuming. Also, I'm using the city pack, the city skin pack, is the way that is the one I like to use. I know other people like to use different ones, but I personally like the city pack in my own personal preference. But here's a different look and angle of what I'm doing. And this is only just one room. This is just the start of it. This is just like a base area of where I'm going. But here's generally what I'm going to do. See, I made this to be able to continuously go over there and fill it with water. But I'm basically going to connect this little room to be able to come over here. And I'm going to level things out to a certain way. And I'm going to make it all connect to this mountain over here. And I'll level it out a certain way. I'm going to build up on all this too, you see. There's so much you can do when you have mountaintops that connect. You can get different angles and perspectives. And generally, honestly, what I plan to do is, since I'm going to have a mountain view top like this, I'm probably going to build down below, have like how I have this waterfall falling down. I'm probably going to leave that as is, and I love that it's there. And I'm probably even gonna have it to where it's like a hidden little town in here, like a domestic town, like a little village. And I'm probably gonna build like small little huts and stuff like that. So like, you know how you have friends that'll come play and stuff or whatever, and they don't have beds or places to stay, and then they want to go off and whatever and make their own buildings in other places and such. And so what I plan on probably doing is, since it's going to be basically in the bosom of the castle that I make, I'm going to take and put down there like a little, basically like place for all my friends that if they jump on here with me to jump down there and stay down there below, and have some supplies and treasures and different things that they can just take, that I've either duplicated or stocked up on, and they can just take if they really want to. But I mean, I just think it'll be a great thing to have, you know, that kind of thing. Because like, if you make it like like if you do things like that, like the way you enjoy it, since I enjoy being able to connect things like that and make it look so different and have its own appeal, you know, and then make it friendly for other people that come play. One thing that was a long time ago when I first started playing Minecraft, I had some buddies that I would play with on here, and we would play for like hours, and we had our own homes and stuff that we built in my world that I created and stuff like that on here. And one of the things we wanted to do, just because we thought it would be funny to do, is we were going to make like 7 wonders of that world. We were going to take and make 7 different things, like, you know how inside our world we have like what is it, the you have Mount you have like different places you can go see. Like, you have like the Statue of Liberty is a site you would go see in like New York. You can go to like you know, just different area. I'm just like, you can go to like Arizona and see the Grand Canyon and just see this huge like hole, you know, that just, you know, and even go and take trips down inside it. Basically what we were going to do in that game is, in that world we were creating, was make like 7 wonders. And I thought that was a great idea. It's like, you can make the game like for, you know, not just for you, but for people that come in. You basically make your own culture, or your own idea, you have your own freedom to the game. And we were gonna do things like that, and I thought it was a great idea, but we never ended up doing it, and they stopped playing and I stopped playing for a long time, and I ended up deleting that world because I just felt like I spent too much time doing certain things on there that I didn't like, with the way I set my buildings up and whatever. But I found out, excuse me, I found out how I want to make my gameplay, my world, and create it. And this is how I want to do it. I want to make it just pretty much like this, to where I can, you know, connect my castle and oversee different areas and make towers, and then I want to go back and I want to start making some of those wonders, like, you know, I want like places that, you know, if someone comes and plays this game, they're like, wow, what is this? Why is this here? You know, and I'm just like, oh, I made that for like people that if they come in this game, they can just come in, you know, in my world and just play in my world, and they just run into these 7 random things, and they can just go out there and just randomly go look for them, and if they find them, they find them. If they don't, they don't. Even me, for myself, that if I just feel like, you know, I want to go out there and I just want to go look for them myself, and I have no idea where I want to go or where I should look, I'll go look for them just because I haven't seen them in a while, or because I want to change them or tear them down and build a new one. Is the general idea. So I mean, I think with people and I think, you know, this is one game that's great for creativity and for those that like to be creative and enjoy themselves in that kind of sense. And, you know, sometimes, you know, I know I don't have the PC version, and I wish I had the PC version in some senses, but in other senses I don't, because I prefer a controller over a mouse and a keyboard. But you know, everybody has their own preferences. So again, you know, if anything, when you guys see this lovely stream that I'm gonna post here later, on today, if you guys see this stream and post it up on YouTube, or if you're viewing now, what I'd like to say is basically, what's wrong, little man? Basically, what I would like to say is, if you like this kind of stuff, you like these kind of videos, you like watching me just mess around on Minecraft and whatever, if you enjoy some of our other videos, please feel free to let us know what kind of videos you like, what kind of videos you don't like to see from us, so that we can try and do more postings of those. Maybe we can do tutorials of things that we like to do, or how we did things. Like, if you guys want to know how I made this, I will gladly go back through and maybe, you know, recreate the world and do like bits and pieces of how I've made this, so that you got, like, I'll go into create mode and start from scratch and just let you guys see, you know, how it is that I go about creating some of the things that I do. And if anything, you know, if that's if you want to add some tips, or maybe there's something you want to see when I play that you think would be cool for me to add in there, feel free again to tell me and leave me suggestions on what it is you would do personally yourself to the rooms to add some, maybe your own personal touch to it. Because I mean, if there's anything, you know, I can do for any of you guys that watch and, you know, support us and support us in our videos and in our channel and everything, we would love to hear from some feedback from you. And, you know, if there's something, you know, we can do to dedicate something to you in terms of something that we do inside the games that we do, feel free to let us know, and we will either designate like a handful of kills, special kind of kills or something like that inside a game, or we'll try and dedicate maybe building something crazy or cool or different inside the games, like this one or whatever. And, you know, we just want to get you guys involved as well as get your opinions on what it is that you like best from our channel. So please, again, you know, thank you guys so much for all your supports, for all your help in terms of letting us know what you like, what you don't like, and, you know, just continue to do that, and, you know, share us with you know, your friends, and we'll share for sure, trying to keep up the giving you guys the best content that we can give you. So again, thank you guys for all your support. And then again, this is Halo Slade from StreamKill. Be sure to either check out our continue to check out our Twitter and look for more streams like this one, or to as well keep if you miss out on our streams, be sure to check up on our YouTube channel, StreamKill, and just look out for pretty much videos like this one that are going to be uploaded on there, because we upload our streams, and we upload our some videos and stuff that we take on our own that we may do that's not online like this one. But so again, thank you guys so much for your support. please feel free to leave comments and subscribe and share us with other people. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.